All right, we are ranking classic Gobble Gums from Black Ops 3. Um, Again, this is before any kind of copyright crap happens. Well, Merry Christmas. Um, but this is made by Daddy Ruski. Just give him a shout out or whatever, because I'm using his tier list. So, let's see. Can I put this into presentation mode? I guess I cannot. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Maybe that'd give away the ads. All right. So let's see here. So I have, must use a good filler. Like if you don't know what to throw it in there. Fun to try out is just like it's fun just to use from time to time. If you already have your filler thing set up. Not useful enough is where you maybe use it in like a one-off, and then obviously useless is useless. Okay. So let's start some easy ones. Okay. Obviously, alchemical is the best. Alchemical antithesis is the best. Okay. You can't argue that's not. All right, because if it's whether it just be like a apothecary servant, whatever, you can just constantly shoot for really 2 minutes. You have two activations for infinite ammo. As long as you could knife a zombie, repair a barricade, anything. As long as you could do anything that gets you points, and you just get ammo. So I'm not sure if you could get points or get ammo from like laying down by a perk or not, but anyways, if you can knife a zombie, you can get a bullet of a apothecary servant shot and then shoot it. If you have like a gun, do a knife or two, rebuild a few barriers, get a headshot, and you get like 20 bullets. So you get infinite ammo for 60 seconds twice. So you get 2 minutes of infinite ammo, which is 2 minutes of survivability, and then potentially a full out refill of max ammo, discarding grenades and monkey bombs or etc. So let's do another one that I think is the second best Gobble for classics is In Plain Sight. I run this, I think, in everything. I think I run it in every Gobble setup. Some mats I might not use alchemical because like it just there's not a reason for it sometimes. Um, for example, maybe I might not use it on like Noct or Verruct or something like that because I do have a Thunder Gun on Noct, but odds are I kind of need to have In Plain Sight just to hide. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, alchemical can be used on basically every map. It's just like sometimes I'd rather be holding it in plain sight rather than holding it alchem. Certain maps call for different things for you to be holding on to. I hold on to in plain sights like 95% of the time. Um, let's just pick another. Let's pick one of the worst ones I think there is. I think the worst one is obviously one of the whimsicals, but I know I'm gonna just put all the whimsicals in order where I think they are useful to useless. Mm, all right, this is my order. So I'm gonna explain. Okay. So the Newton's something I forgot what it's called because I don't really use that one. Like Newton's negotiation or something like that. But it's something along those lines. Um, that it can actually kind of clear zombies out of the way. Just so you're not just trudging through dead bodies and stuff. I mean, it doesn't really don't matter. But if you're like on a map, well, I guess any map, there's like a death barrier. They're kind of up there, but they're out of the way. So like you could shoot it and you can see clearly. You don't see like dead bodies or you think there's a crawler. That's maybe why it could help because you don't see it anymore. You know it's gone. Next is eye candy. I feel like I used it once, and if I remember right, you might be able to see the zombies better maybe in dark maps like Shinonuma or something like that, maybe Verruct. Maybe you could see them from very very far away. I never tried it yet, but maybe you could see zombies from far away, kind of like a thermal sight. Tone death is just annoying. It's like 25 minutes of just like, or 25 kills. It's something like that, where it's just like there's annoying sounds. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to run it. And then projectile vomiting, or I guess one more thing about tone death is you kind of know when the zombie fully dies because you hear a stupid sound. But projectile vomiting, I think it only works with explosives, and when you throwing grenades that kill zombies or using the XM53 or L4 Siege, maybe there's other explosives, but like you just don't use that. You don't use it unless you're like level 1 and you have no good gobble gums. You could throw it on there for fun, but not enough to fun to try out. Um, let's see here. Let's go to not useful enough. I feel like impatient because like I don't think I've ever used it. Maybe I used it 6, 7 years ago, but it was just not good. It was just I don't know when you spawn in again, but you spawn near the end of the round, which kind of means like, oh, you spawn in, yeah, you get yourself ready for the next round, or you might be getting swarmed depending on what round it is. So I don't really know much about impatient because I don't use it. Because I usually play solo. So that's why it's just not useful enough because I don't see the idea of using it. Another thing that is honestly, I feel like Now You See Me is probably better than that though, because I never used it because I could just throw a monkey bomb or I don't know. Because again, I'm normally a solo player. I do play with people sometimes, but I'm just gonna go with the fact of what it is. It makes every zombie come to you, which means you can hoard up kills, get kills what you need. Maybe like it's good for Easter egg stats probably. Hmm, and I never thought about that. I might put it up then to fun to try out because it could probably work for Easter egg steps. You need somebody to do like Groff's code on the thing for DE Easter egg. I pop this and let my buddy do it, and they'll all come to me for 10, however long it lasts. That'll not be a bad idea. So I'm gonna put that in fun to try out because of the way I have it labeled. It's not a good filler because you're not really gonna just like run it normally unless you're doing an Easter egg. I think that's a good spot for it. Um, let's see. Coagulant is not useful enough, but better than impatient because, if you're across the map on, I don't know, let's just say Revelations. Well, that's not bad. That's not really, because you can just go right to the middle. Let's say like Origins. You're across the map. You know, anywhere but here would help. But Coagulant, I don't know how much longer of a bleed out time it is, but maybe you just need those extra 5 seconds to get to you. You know how many times you've died where it's like, oh, yeah, I was like a second off, Coagulant could have saved you, but it's not useful enough just to run. Yeah, unless you're a brand new level, maybe, or if you're like a noob, it might be good to actually run. Um, Let me just go to Swordplay. Swordplay is a sleeper pick. I love using Swordplay. I think it's a good filler. If you don't know what to run, just throw on Swordplay. If it's round 3 or 4, you can shoot your pistol sometimes, knife them, or just straight knife them for 2.5 minutes until like round 6 or 7, and then you could finally buy a gun with your 10,000 points you have saved up. Or you could buy a Bowie knife with all the points you saved up, and then like Swordplay. I know the Bowie knife is good till about round 10 or 11. With Swordplay, it goes to like round 14 or something. So like you could just knife until like round 15, have like 20k points, and then hit box, then pack a punch at X, Y, and Z, depending on the map that you're playing at least. It's a really really good pick. Anywhere but here, it's better than Swordplay because it's like another version of In Plain Sight. Because In Plain Sight is good. It's better because, let's say you see a max ammo and you're like, oh, I need it bad. I need it bad. Pop In Plain Sight, go get it. If you see a max ammo, oh, I need to get it. And over here, you go across the map, you're out of ammo, then you die. So that's why it's worse because if you need something in front of you or need to if you need to res somebody in front of you, you can't. You can't just pop in plain sight, go res them safely. You just teleport somewhere else. It could be good for certain things, yes, but thinking about survivability of either yourself or resing people or just gameplay wise, in plain sight is better because you get 10 seconds of just like you're invisible. You get the zombies blood for 10 seconds twice. All right, and over here you have I think 2 activations, but you go anywhere. You go from here like where I am to like China, or you go from here to the bedroom over there or the kitchen. I've used in plain sight and literally went like a next door over, next room over, or I used anywhere but here and literally went like 5 feet away. I was like, huh? So it's not as useful. Um, Another good filler is ornamental accomplishment. I like this one because you could drink perk machines faster. You get gobble guns faster if you change it out. You could throw monkey bombs really fast, throw grenades fast. You could think of reload a little faster. I think you can do a few more things faster, but it says that you can reload and use items quickly. So depending on what you're doing, you could like you pack a punch, you put it in there, you crack knuckles faster, so you have your guns back out. It helps a lot with spinning boxes. Well, not spinning boxes, but spinning pack a punch for dead wire or something like that. You can just crack the knuckles quick, get shoot back. It helps a lot for just to have. It's kind of like a secondary speed cola. So let's see here. Next, I think up next is um, stock option and good filler because stock option is good because you don't have to worry about reloading. So maybe if you have like an LMG and you don't have it um, weapon kitted out to have fast mags, it would be a lot faster just to keep shooting. You don't have to worry about anything, Or if you have like some um, what gun has like a low mag capacity? Like let's say the M14 or MX Garand. You could just constantly shoot, not have to reload, or like Thunder Gun or something like that. You could just shoot and not have to worry about like losing a max ammo or something like that before having to reload. Let's see. I think fun to try out though is firing on all cylinders. It is kind of fun. I think it would be. It's not better than Now You See Me because Now You See Me could use for Easter eggs, but that's why it's behind it. Yeah, never mind. For Now You See Me is gonna be behind it because it could be used for Easter egg steps and maybe for like somehow to save a friend's life. But like when you guys are gonna have Now You See Me on, you're like, hey man, I need help, and then you pop it like I don't know. By the time he probably dies or something, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you guys play. You know, but firing on all cylinders can help a lot with LMGs, like the Dingo, because when you shoot LMGs on Black Ops 3, you kind of slow down. So it'd be nice to run and you could spray a Dingo in their face and keep going. Or maybe you have like an ice staff, or wind staff, run, just shoot it and keep running. It's nice. You don't have to stop and shoot. You know. Always on swiftly is actually pretty good too. It's it's a good filler, but I think it's behind stock option because you just I think you switch your weapons faster. I don't know if you aim quicker or not, but I know you switch your weapons faster, and then maybe you do aim quicker. I know you have like the stock attachment where you kind of aim a little faster. It's not that useful really, unless you have to like switch guns real quick and grab something real quick. No, actually maybe our mental accomplishment is what switches guns faster. I don't know. I think Always on Swiftly does because it looks like the picture. So I might be wrong with either of those, but that isn't really a big enough game changer to switch your guns. I don't think. Next thing is Orange Grace. It's kind of like a tombstone, like a half tombstone. I think it'd be fun to try out. Maybe I don't know. I think it's just not useful enough but it's better than Coagulant because you get like your staff back or your ray gun Mark II or whatever you had. You get your Thunder Gun Pack to punch back after you like, get destroyed. If you're a new player, so it might not be a bad thing to have because you get your weapons back, so you don't have to have the pistol and start from the beginning and just die again and just keep dying and then you get mad. So that's not useful enough to run unless you need to run it if you're not good enough, you're new at the game, or just I don't know. Um, Arsenal Accelerator. This is fun to try out. I use it on my game for Revelations. I think that is better though than firing on all cylinders and everything because when you have the Ragnaroks on Revelations, you put them down, trap it down, they all shoot up, pick it up, horde zombies up, shoot one servant shot, filled right again, down, shoot, and just go like that for 10 minutes it lasts. Huge. I never tried with the Annihilator or the Sword yet, which I want to try, but I've only tried with the Ragnaroks and it's already phenomenal. So, Danger Closest though, I think it's just fun to try out, but I think it's useless than Arsenal Accelerator because it's only if you're using explosive stuff or if you're getting hit by something explosive. So it's better than firing on cylinders, but I'd rather have my specialist weapon faster than having no explosive damage because I'll just run, dead wire, or I would run like a staff or a bow where I don't kill myself from shooting it near me. I'm not gonna be having a ray gun just shooting at my feet. I'm not going to do that unless I have danger closest. But then again, I won't really use a ray gun unless I have to. Last thing is Lucky Crit. Lucky Crit is fun to try out. Actually, I think it's a good filler. It's a good filler, but on top of Always Done Swiftly because Lucky Crit, does give you your alternate ammo type sooner, but not a lot. I swear it doesn't. Like it only does like every like maybe X percentage, but it just doesn't seem like enough to make a really big impact. So again, but it does depend if you're actually using that. If you're using the servant on Revelations, you don't really need that. But if you're training in Kino and trying to save Thundergun ammo and you're just using dead wire, it's useful because you get a lot of dead wires. But I think stock options, actually, I think it's better than stock option. I think it's better than stock option, but behind Elemental because Elemental you can actually throw monkey bombs faster. And lucky crit, you might not even have your double packed gun for all I know. You might not even be having that. So that's my list, a really quick list because I don't have a lot of time because it's Christmas Day. I'm about to go to Christmas dinner. I'm about to eat. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will try and make some more videos. I have two other tier lists up there ready to go. Have some more planned. So hope you guys stay tuned and peace out.